Hi guys, welcome back here to another cooking video. Yeah, and today we are going to be making a Zurich sliced, and we are going to be making a potato hash brown. But first of all, for the Zurich sliced, I have here some calf meat. That is what you need to make the Zurich slice. So we are going to make a Zurich slice today, and we are also going to be making the potato hash brown. So stay tuned for this, guys. Awesome. So let's get cutting up. We're gonna put up some of that meat here. That is calf meat, so I'm gonna have to cut off the fat underneath there a little bit. Yeah, that is calf meat, guys. We're gonna cut it up, and we're gonna cut off a little bit of fat underneath there with a carving knife. So I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna cut this guy up here into different chunks, and then we're gonna stick it into the pan, and we're gonna roast it. We're gonna bake it at least anyway. We're gonna cut off some fat here. I probably pause the video a little bit as well. I'm going to show you guys how to cut the fat off here. Now this is not something like a cooking tutorial or anything like that. This is just going to be a regular cooking video. So that is most of the fat off. So we're going to probably slice it that way first, and then we're gonna cut it up in chunks like that. So we're gonna use the big knife here. So we have two pieces like this. And now we're gonna throw away the fat because we don't need the fat here. We're gonna cut it up into, I mean, you can probably cut it like that as well. Something like that. And you want to have long strips like that as well. Let's cut the other one here. I'm going to cut it that way so that you have longer pieces. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video here, and then what we are going to do next is we're going to bake it into the pan and put the meat onto a plate when it's fully baked, and then we're going to have to preparate some other stuff as well. I'm going to preparate some some onions, and then I'm going to prepare some mushrooms, so I'll be back. Alright, next up here is we're going to have to cut some mushrooms for the Zurich slice. And we're going to have to cut up some onions as well. So you want sliced mushrooms, they say, for Zurich slice. In German it's called Zürcher Geschnetzeltes. In England and in America probably called Zurich sliced. Because the slices of the meat is be cut in the slices, that's why it's called Zürcher slice. And it comes, now this dish comes from Zurich. From Austria. So that is what we need. I'm gonna pause the video until we are gonna get to the onions. Mushrooms sliced. Next are onions. So we're gonna cut up some onions next. Alright. So we are gonna start to cut some onions into little pieces. And then we can practically start to bake the meat in the pan here. Alright, so we're gonna cut some little cubes. I'm gonna have to sharpen the knife a little bit. Alright. Go like that. I'm gonna now we're gonna cut them into cubes, into little cubes here. Something like that. Those are little cubes. And you want to cut those cubes as fine as possible. So that you don't have a whole lot of onions later on in your mouth while you're eating. Cubes have to be as small as possible. Because the onions, they're just there for the taste. last one here. And that is practically what you want. Little fine onion cubes, like that. So we're gonna get rid of this, and then we're gonna get the pan hot. We're gonna bake the meat in there, and then we're gonna continue on. Alright. Let's put the pan on here. We're gonna use that one, the big one. Heat the pan up. Grab your meat. Some olive oil here. We're going to wait until the pan gets hot, and then we are going to be back. And of course you need salt and pepper here for your meat. So to give the meat a little bit of a taste. So yeah, wait until the pan gets hot. Put the olive oil in, and then we are practically good to go here. I'm going to use a spatula here to turn the meat once it's in the pan. So we are going to be back. Alright, we're going to put the meat into the pan here. And you don't want to shake the pan, otherwise we're going to the pan is going to get cold again. And we don't want that to happen. So you need a little bit of a spatula for doing this. We're going to brown up the meat here. Then add some salt and pepper. Spatula here. We're going to bake the meat here nice and brown. That is what you want. And there's like that color there, that is just perfect for it. We're going to have to bake it until the meat is nice and brown. Turn the pieces over, like that. Bring over where it's nice and hot. Then we're going to put the meat here onto the plate, and we're going to use the same pan to put in our onions and our mushrooms. Because there's a residue on the pan there. We're going to turn down the heat a little bit. Turn down the heat a little bit. Yeah, because there's a residue from the meat on the pan, underneath on the pan here. There's a residue there. We're gonna use that to bake the mushrooms and the onions, and it also will give that taste as well. So I'm going to be back when we are going to be putting in the onions. So there's our meat here, and now we're going to bake the onions and the mushrooms. Almost forgot, we need to put in some butter into the pan to get rid of the residue. Okay, the butter, and then the onions. We're going to have to add some salt and pepper, some salt and pepper to the onions here. I have to turn the pan back up again. And then we're going to pour some alcohol on it. Mushrooms. Don't need that anymore. We turn up the heat. Once again, it's turned up. Wait there. And then we're going to have to add a little bit more butter to that. Or some olive oil maybe. Alright, that's enough better. We're going to bake that here. Add some salt and pepper. And salt here. Pepper. Freshly ground pepper here. And now we're going to add some alcohol and some cream. That is red wine. And now we're going to let it cook. We're going to let it cook here. Until all the alcohol is almost gone. And when the alcohol has been cooked off, we're going to add the cream and some flour as well. We'll add some flour. I need a spoon for it. To thicken it up a little bit. Like that. And then we're going to add the cream. We're going to keep stirring that. That's my cream here. Take it off the flame here, and then we're going to add the cream for the sauce. And turn down the heat here. We're going to let it cook. Then we're going to add in our meat. You want your sauce nice and creamy too, you know. turn the heat down here. We're going to add a little bit more cream to your preference. So that is what it looks like. Here, nice and a creamy texture to it. And now we're gonna add in our meat. We're gonna turn the heat down because you can heat that back up. And after this we're going to be making the hash brown, so stay tuned for that, guys. So we're going to grab our meat here. Here you guys can see we have a little bit of juice from the meat. We're going to add in our meat into our sauce here. Put the cream out of the way, don't need that anymore, we are done with that. And there it is, guys. Our sliced Zurich. And I might do another one of those videos where somebody sits down somewhere, eats something and talks about something. I don't know what you would call that. I forgot. Mukbang video, that is what I was talking about, guys. A mukbang video. I might do that. So this is gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then we are gonna start making the hash brown. We're gonna be using that pan over there for making the hash brown, so stay tuned for that. This is gonna be part 1. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this cooking video. I haven't made a cooking video in a long time, so I thought I would make one. Watch the videos, like my videos, and I have noticed that I got over 1,000 views, 3,000 views, over 3,000 views on one of my videos. You guys are awesome! Thanks for watching my videos, and we will see you guys in another one. Bye bye.